Hi, welcome back if you're returning. Great to see yous here. My name's Heather and this is Willy Willy Sheep Sheep. It's a channel mainly all about cross stitch, and I give little updates just on my cross stitch shop that I have. So this week, I've actually 2 weeks to go over. I didn't put a video out last week because I didn't have enough, so videos going forward most likely will be every 2 weeks. If I do have something else to show you, there will be a video in between, but it's sort of going to be on a 2-week rotation now, so it will be. But I hope you've all been well and have plenty of stitchy time. I have and I haven't. I've got actually 5 things to show you, which is quite good for me. But I feel like I haven't had a lot of stitching time. There's just a lot going on at the minute. At night time where I'm having to do other things, and by the time I finish the other things I'm just too tired to do anything. So, and it usually is more or less bedtime for me, I go to bed quite early, so I do. I like to be going up the stairs by 9 o'clock. Doesn't mean I'm going to sleep at 9, but I like to be around 9. I go up, maybe do a bit of scrolling, and I like to read as well, so I do that. Although in the summer, I was speaking to my daughter about this during the week, in the summer from about May-ish, June definitely, till probably the end of August and into September, my reading, I don't read that much. I'm reading one book at the minute and it seems to be taking me forever. I love the book that I'm reading, but for some reason it just seems to be taking me forever to get through it. So even the reading is cut down. But as I say, I have 5 things to show. Well, this is Saturday the 5th of July. I never remember to say the date. So happy 4th of July to everybody who celebrated yesterday. I sort of grabbed everything quickly because we were away this morning. My husband loves motorsports, and there was a rally on this morning not too far away from us. What, about 30 mile maybe away from us? So we went to it this morning, took the dog and dandered around it and seen cars making lots of noise. I do have some video. I'll just pop maybe one in here just to let you see what it actually was that we were at. But it's quite popular over here in Northern Ireland, this sort of rallying. So there was actually a really big crowd at it, which, well, to me it was a really big crowd. My husband said the last time he was there, it was nothing compared to the last time, but there was a lot there for me. So anyway, as I say, come home, got a bite to eat, and I've just sort of grabbed what I had been working on over the past couple of weeks. So I will show you them. Let me see now, where will I start? Yes, I will start with this one. Oh, it's stuck. So this was actually, I had started it before. It's a kit. It's Bothy Threads New England Homes, and it's the fall. There is obviously a series, so it is that, which I love, that one there. There actually is another one. At the time I got this off Vinted. At the time there was this fall one, and I can't remember if it was spring or summer. It was like I was going to say it's like a New England home. Of course it is part of that series, but it was like what I would class as a beach home, something like that. I don't think it gives anywhere, it gives you the series of them, but it was lovely, and whoever was selling this was also selling the other one, and I wasn't going to buy both, but so I ended up with the fall one, which I do love. It came with everything. The fabric was a 14 count Ada, but I didn't like it. It was like an ice blue, but I just didn't like it at all. It was stiff. It was nearly, I was going to say it was nearly too white, but it was, you know, it did have that blue. I just didn't like it. So I have loads of 16 count, which I decided I would restart it and do a 16 count, or do it on 16 count. So this is as far as hold on, I make sure I have it the right way. Oh, I was going to show it to you the wrong way up. So that is as far as I have got. So it is the top of the house and a bit of the roof I've started on. So I was happy with that. I'm hoping you're seeing that, I really am. As I say, I'm using my camera and it doesn't have a screen on it, so I'm just pointing and hoping that you see what I have done. So that is basically that. So it is, if you've seen that, I maybe wasn't holding that up. So it's like half that window. So it's about that. So it's not too bad. I spoke in my last video about starting a new routine with my stitching to make sure that I go through my whips, that within a short period of time they all see some kind of stitching. And it was supposed to be Monday, Tuesday was one, Wednesday, Thursday was another one, Friday, Saturday was the third one of the week, and then you had like a focus stitch on a Sunday. It hasn't really worked out that way. It doesn't surprise me, but because of being busy and some nights not stitching at all, I sort of have ended up doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday is the second one. And that has actually worked out for me. And I'm quite happy with that. So I think I might go that way, because I find at the minute if I miss one night, I've only the next night to do it, and I end up getting very little done on it. And then I feel more disappointed that I only got a few stitches on it, instead of feeling, well, I've got some on it, but no, me being me, I feel disappointed because I haven't worked enough on it. And then I sort of want to go into the next night and then I'm like, no, but I need to work in this one. So turns out the 3 nights per one works out, because if I miss a night, I've still 2. That sort of way. I know I shouldn't beat myself up about it, but I do. Just me, being me. So it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 1, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, number 2, Sunday focus stitch, and then during every day I'm going to try this. I'm not beating myself up about, because for me to get to work on 1 a night is good, so to get working on maybe 2 a night, I'm really being really good. But then during the month, it's actually Nicola from Simply a Stitcher. It's in her Facebook group. Again, I spoke about Nicola in my last video. She does like a Stitchy sale every month with a theme. So this month, because Christmas in July, so it's anything Christmas related, winter related. As long as it's anything, it can be fantasy, it can be Santa, it could be penguins, it could be anything. As long as it's winter or Christmas, you can stitch in it. So I have it here as well. Last month, no, I didn't do it last month, because I only sort of started towards the end, so I didn't do it last month. I just done the Sunday focus stitch. I hope that all makes sense. I sort of went off rambling there, and I don't actually remember if I told you everything about that. Yep, so that was that one. That was Bothy Threads New England Homes Fall, and it is on 16 count white Ada using the kit threads. So I didn't show you the kit threads. They're lovely. They're lovely colours. So that's one of the cards. Oh, maybe show you that's maybe better. That's one of the cards, and that is the other one of the cards. I love this pink here. So that is that. I said to myself this is going to be a short video because of only these 5 things. I have nothing else. I have no haul that I can think of. Did I buy anything? No. Not that I can think of. See, I grabbed everything that quick and I was like, no, I don't have any haul. So no, I don't have any haul. I haven't a shop update for you. Well, I sort of have a wee quick one, but nothing big. Sorry for the crinkling. Okay, on to the next one. On to the next. So this one, if you follow me on Instagram, I was really proud of the reel I put up. Let's just put that out there. But this is Schitt's Creek Sal by Boomerang Stitches. So that is as far as I've got with that. So I have one page fully finished, and I'm starting this, well, it actually would be the first page I'm starting. This is page 1, this is actually page 2, page 3, and then there'll be 4, 5 and 6 down here. But that is how that is looking, and I absolutely adore this cross stitch. I really do. And I know I've quite a bit still to go on it, but I don't want it to ever finish. I just want to be able to stitch and stitch and stitch on it. As I say, I've still loads to stitch on it, but I love it. I love it. And look at her shadowing on them. I was stitching that and I was like, oh my glory, that is beautiful. Just the shadow and the colours that she's picked out for those letters. Just everything about it is completely iconic. It really is. Icon. Amity. Icon. So again, this one's actually done an 18 count white Ada. It's full coverage. DMC threads. So I did see that she had a sale on it on Etsy. Not sure if that's still on, but I'll put the link below for it, or I'll put the link for it below. So that was that one. Then this one was my Sunday focus piece during June. Well, during June, for a couple of weeks during June, and I also stitched on it. I stitched on a good wee bit. So this is Winter City, and the art is by Carla Gerard. There we go. Yes, I've seen this a good few times now. So the artwork's by Carla Gerard, and it's by Stitches So Beautiful. So I have got a good bit of it done now, down past the sun. And I have over 7,000 stitches done on it. And there is 134,000 stitches to do on it. So I do love stitching on this one. I really do like it. The colours are lovely. But I have actually, which I wanted to do before I put it down, but I have actually just reached the top of the houses there. So that's good. There's just so much. Now that I've reached the houses, there is a lot more confetti. But I'm dealing with it. And I am enjoying it. As I say, I love this one. It is done on 18 count white Ada. So no, that was that. And as I say, I got a good bit done over the month, and I was more than happy with it. So that is that. I just need to tidy up, and this is, there's just so much fabric. I work with a hoop and malari stand. That's why that's like that, because I have malari stand on this side of me, like this. And you see, to try and get the fabric, there's so much fabric. I don't know, I'm probably doing it wrong, knowing me, but there's so much. If I unroll that, it's like a bed sheet. But did I say that was 18 count? That's actually 20 count. That one is on 20 count. I can't remember if I said 18 or not, but that, no, this one's on 20 count. So that is that one. Next one, I only got working on this one night. Now this, if it's not the oldest, it is the second oldest cross stitch I have. I actually opened it up. I don't have the main picture to show you, but it is this little one, and I think it's like Up the Wooden Hill or something it's called. I'm not even sure. I'll look now whenever I set this down, but I'm not sure of the maker offhand, or it all come in a kit. So this is, as I say, if it's not the oldest, it's the second oldest one that I have. This is from the 90s. So I actually thought I had stitching to do on it, but when I took it out, no, I have all the stitching done. I have just the back stitching to do. So that is what I was doing. So I say I only stitched on it one night, and I done the window frame, or the window panes, with the white. And that's as much as I got stitching on it. But I was actually happy I got that done. But there is quite a bit of back stitching. And who does this belong to? Or who designed that? Or does it even say? I have a feeling it's DMC. Yes, it's a DMC kit from back in the day. Way back in the day. So no, that was, I was going to put it away. So that was what I got working on there. Now if I get it finished, at least I can say my oldest one has been done. But it was a surprise that I didn't actually have any stitching to do on it. That was something, so it was. Okay, then the last one I've worked on. This is the piece I've been working on since, where are we at? Saturday, since Wednesday. I didn't get any stitching on it on Thursday. Can't remember if I done any on Wednesday. I think I did, but I can't honestly remember. Did some Thursday morning because I was a book club Thursday night. And I didn't do anything last night on it, for I was absolutely knackered. So I do plan on doing, when I get this finished and all read up, I do plan sitting down and doing this today and tomorrow, because this is going to be my focus piece. I'm talking to you about it, I haven't even showed it to you yet. It's House of Christmas by Galiana cross stitch. Excuse me. So that is what it looks like at the minute. I haven't took it out of the hoop or anything, because to be honest, I haven't, let me pull it up a bit, I haven't, since I last showed it, I think it was on the Whip Parade or something, I haven't too much done. So this week I have worked on the bottom of the tree, and I have worked down here, and that's sort of all I've got done. I had spoke about it was wrong somewhere, and I'm not sure where it has went wrong at. But when I was actually stitching here, I realised this whole thing is 1 stitch lower than it should be. So I'm going to just stitch on at it. I'm happy enough to stitch on at it because there is a wee bit further down and there's a floor that goes across. So once I get to it, if I keep these all okay, once I get the floor across, then I can start when I keep going on down, making sure. But it's like 1 stitch. This doesn't matter, it's on its own, and as far as I know, nothing's counted off it. As I said before, there's something wrong in the fireplace. Again, I don't know what's wrong or where it's wrong, but I'm just going to fudge around it. I'm happy enough with it, you know, and I do love it. I really love this piece. So no, that I think is 32 count. This one could have been going since 21 or 22. This was one of the first ones when I got back into cross stitch again, that I started. Which is kind of a mammoth task whenever you're just starting back into it again. When I got back into it, I started on Ada, and then I loved the look of linen, so I started. So I think this is probably the first piece I actually started on linen. Loved it, and kept going. I don't mind linen now, but I do prefer Ada. I just find this is going to make me sound so old, but my eyesight isn't great to start off with, and I just find linen, like, that's 32 count, so it's like it's not, they're not small holes, they're not, you know, but you know, compared to 40 or 56, oh my god, 56 count, I wouldn't even go there. But I do find it kind of hard to see, and especially, well, it's not too bad, but in the evenings I do have my light and I turn it on, which helps loads, but I just find it easier to count on Ada now. Not saying I'd never use linen again. There's actually a few I've seen done in linen, new-ish patterns, and I'm like, linen actually would probably be better for them, so we'll see. But I know Ada's my go-to now, so anything you do see in linen is at least maybe a year ago, if not even further back. But as I say, this one I started, I think it's like 2022 maybe, something like that anyway. Aye. No, so I love this. I just love it. There's so much detail in it. I think that's why. There's just so much detail. Oh, I told you it was 32 count linen, and this is 12 weight sulky, and I think the colour is 1035. And I just used the 1 thread. And I like it. I like it. And the sulky thread is beautiful to work with. It just runs straight through. I'll not say I never, but I rarely get knots on it either. There's just, it's not fluffy. You know the way, like, I know DMC and them, they're not like fluffy, but there's like, you can see fibres coming off them. This doesn't. It is just smooth. It's just smooth. So that is that. Actually, one more thing about that one. I thought, I did before when I was doing, I think, the whip parade, I remember looking to see if Galiana cross stitch was still going, and I couldn't see an Instagram page, and there was no Etsy page. Well, the Etsy page was up, but it was like that, taking a break, or they're away for a while, or whatever it says. So I thought, you know, yeah, she maybe not doing it anymore. I honestly don't know what, but when I was looking the other night, I was putting this up just to say that on my Instagram, just to say that I was working on it. I will murder this name, but some of yous don't want to take a photograph. Some of you might know the name of it as when I roughly pronounce it. But our patterns are available on this website. I had that opened at that. This phone is so slow. My husband's shouting about his phone and I'm shouting about mine. And, excuse me, so we both, I think, need new phones, which isn't great. But anyway, no, there it is there. I posted that the other night. And I just thought, I'm going to take a wee look and see if you can still get the patterns. Her patterns were always beautiful. So much detail, everything about them. So, yes. So I said, I don't see that you can get patterns direct from Galiana, but they seem to be available through, forgive me, any German person watching, Workstat for historic stickmuster. Again, I'll pop a link. If I remember, I'll pop a link down below. You can get our patterns off there. And I think from memory, they're €10. So they are far from badly priced. Especially for what you get. Because I know at the time when Workstat for historic stickmuster, as I say, the amount of detail in them, and at the time when she did have her shop on Etsy, there was a few that I seen and wouldn't have minded, and they are in that shop, so they are. So that is everything I have stitched on as past 2 weeks. What is coming up? So this is going to be my focus stitch. I'm so sorry, I've gone dry and I have no drink with me. I usually have a drink. This is my focus stitch for the rest of the month. So on a Sunday, and I'm hoping to get 100 stitches a night into it. It's only a target. If I hit it, brilliant. If I don't, it doesn't matter. A stitch is a stitch in it. So that's what it's going to be sort of throughout the month. I get my notes app open here. Ooh. And I'll see what's coming up. This is as much a surprise to you or to me as it is to you. So, ooh, there is a new start in this, hopefully in this couple of weeks one. So we have Winter Village coming up. That was the one with the navy background. We have Fruits of Plenty in the mix as well, so that's good. Sunflower Cottage is going to get worked on. I haven't done anything in it as wee while. Fruits of Plenty has been a long time since I've lifted it. And the new start, yes, I have it kitted up. I've everything sitting, just have never put a stitch into it, is Summer Plums by the Artsy Housewife. Now and it has moons above the house. I have a feeling I'm going to leave the moons off, but we'll see. We'll worry about that another day. So hopefully they're the 4 I'm going to get to over the next 2 weeks. That is going to be my focus stitch. So that's the plans anyway. So that is all that. Next then is just a little shop update. I have patterns coming from one company which I have been waiting for so long. They have been so hard to get, so I can't wait to show you them when they arrive. Don't know when they're going to be arriving, if I be honest. I ordered them 8 weeks ago and I contacted the company. They're now being sent out. So I'm not sure, as I say, I'm not sure when they're coming, but they are long waited for. Next, the order hopefully should be coming shortly for the Just Cross Stitch Halloween Special magazine. I'll pop a wee picture up. So this is on pre-order on the website at the minute. I'm hoping it'll definitely be in. they pre-ordered, so like they don't know an exact date, but I know in America it is out in the shops, so I'm hoping that now it's going to be coming over. But with it being the 4th of July weekend over in America, the shop where I get it from, they'll not be open till Monday or Tuesday again, whenever they open. So I am hoping that they come very soon. So if you want to pre-order, I have a good few people have already pre-ordered. So if you want to pre-order, I'll put the link below and pre-order to your heart's content. I also have the cottage garden samplings patterns coming as well. I have the wolf and the, what was that second? I know it wasn't a raccoon. What is it? I know it's not a raccoon because she had a raccoon in her last one. Cottage garden samplings, there we are there. The sugar glider. Oh, I just put this in. So I have that coming, which is number 2 in the series, and I also have that coming as well. So hopefully they come. You order them with all the hopes and dreams that they will come. If they come, that's brilliant. If they don't, you just have to try again the next time. But no, that is, and then that was the wee picture that she gave for where they're all going to be. So we have a wolf and a sugar glider. Is that like a flying bat? Or a flying squirrel, sort of? I'm not sure, but it's cute anyway, no matter. So as I say, they're all coming, and I'm hoping everything will come very, very shortly. But keep an eye on Instagram. It'll be updated the minute anything lands. But that's everything for this week, or this 2 weeks. I'm just hoping and praying that I get to stitch and everything. And I hope you get to stitch and everything that you're planning as well. So if you've got this far, leave a pineapple emoji. And I'll know you've made it out and you're an OG. You definitely are if you've got this far with all my ramblings. But I hope you have a great week ahead, plenty of stitchy time, and I will see you next time. Bye!